All right, guys, we are here at Pearson. This is, actually, no, that's not how you start it. I'm really not very good at vlogging. Look, we're here at the airport. We're going to do a seminar in Ocala, Florida. This is how it looks in the beginning when you're going to do a seminar. You've got your coffee, you've got your water, and we're here. All right, guys, we just got to the rental lot, and this is going to be our ride for the weekend. Shield Canine style, full power, baby. All right, guys, first stop on our trip before we hit Ocala. We decided to head to Clearwater Beach. Really, really nice. We're gonna go have some food on the water, and then we'll continue on in our journey.
One's funky though, Reef Donkey.
Reef Donkey. That's what I'm doing right now. The manliest drink in the bar. I was just in Florida a few months ago, so it's not like this is new, but it's nice to get out here again. All right, guys, we passed something. We're going back to it because we feel it's very relevant to what we're doing here in Florida. We're going to the puppy store. I've never seen a puppy store in my life before. Puppies, it's just called Puppies. You don't need another sign. That's a lesson in advertising. You do not need another sign.
And they're hiring.
Oh, they're hiring. They must be doing well. Look at this shit. That is awesome. Puppies, guys. It's open.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. First time here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, as you're looking around at the babies, we have two little rules. Just no fingers inside the cages. Don't let them lick you from the outside. They count the babies nice and healthy.
No problem.
By all means, if you find a puppy that you like, let me know and we'll get them a play area, okay?
Thanks,
All right.
Welcome, enjoy.
Look at that. It's cute, eh? Look at him. What are you doing, buddy? Look at that little Bernie.
Yeah, he's cute.
You know what's funny? We saw you because there was the protest lady outside. And we're like driving by. We're like, what? There's a puppy store? I've never seen such a thing.
It's funny because like they think they're doing me damage.
No, she's helping you. She is 100% helping you.
Yes.
I would have missed you completely. We're from Canada, so we don't like, I don't even think it's legal for us. Oh, Yorkie. Oh, the Yorkie's fun. This Yorkie's better than Dave's Yorkie. You should have got this one. German Shepherd. Look at him, he's acting like one too. Chilling, doesn't care. Oh, I love these wiener dogs. I love wiener dogs. If I was gonna get another small dog, I'd get a wiener dog. Look at you. Oh, you have like the name of the breeder and everything.
Yes, sir. And on their books, some of them, 90% of them have like a little scan code. You scan it and the breeder uploads a video for you.
Oh, profesh.
I guess maybe this is a thing.
What, they have 3 locations? You know what, guys? I think a lot of you guys are gonna think that I'm gonna be judgy. I mean, some of those puppies did have kennel cough. I was hearing a little cough, which is normal if dogs are stressed and all put together. I mean, it does look like they're registered dogs. I mean, you've got that going for you at least. I've seen a lot worse. Is it ideal? Probably not. Is it terrible? I don't think so. I mean, they tend to be smaller dogs and stuff, so most of them are gonna go and just be somebody's little house pet. And I think a lot of people get, especially when we're talking about like little tiny dogs, people get all high and mighty, but at the end of the day, most of them aren't really bred to any kind of standard whatsoever. People just buy them online. They just buy them on Kijiji. So, I mean, some of you might burn me at the stake. Some of you might not. I don't really care. But in my opinion, it was kind of cool to see it. I'm not going to judge it one way or the other. I could definitely see why people impulse buy here. But again, these are all, for the most part, very small little dogs. You know, they're not going to go eat anybody if the owner doesn't train them. And let's face it, most small dogs aren't trained anyway. So, you know, regardless of the level of training. It was interesting to see, definitely something different. All right, guys, we're pulling into the World Equestrian Center. So far, very impressive. It's huge. Didn't realize it was this big. It looks like basically a mini city. You've got like stadiums, barns. We're heading for the hotel and spa. This dog training gig isn't so bad, is it? Oh yeah, there she is. You can ride your horse right to the hotel. Is there horse parking? From the puppy store to the World Equestrian Center. I think we're coming up in the world. All right, not bad. I just came in here and I didn't really look. You know, you come into a hotel room, you don't really look. Eileen, who's hosting the seminar for me, wrote me a really nice card. She actually got me a cigar. Like, I'm actually speechless. This has got to be, I think, I've never heard of someone who is a nicer host for a dog training seminar than Eileen. Look at all this other stuff. She like knows everything I like. Like we've got the Tim Hortons coffee. I think she must have seen a shot of my mini fridge because she got me the Monster Energy. Give me power, Perrier. We got some Snickers bars. And a man could get used to being treated like this. This is awesome. Let's take a look-see at this cigar. We haven't even started training. Look at this, it's pre-cut. You cannot beat that. It looks like a nice one too. All right, definitely excited to be hitting this. I brought some cigars, but boy, oh boy. Eileen, I haven't met you yet, but thank you very much. Going to dinner right now with Carlos Ramirez. Carlos is a trainer that, you know, obviously I see him on social media. It's a small dog training world. And I know he's in Ocala, so I hit him up. It's the first time meeting Carlos in person. You know, he's definitely somebody I'd be interested in having on my podcast now that I've got the studio set up. So it'll be nice to see him on his home turf. Hey guys, so I'm here with the one and only Carlos Ramirez. Guys, we literally just talked dogs for like, I don't know, 2 hours?
Yeah,
3 hours?
We would have had the camera on that because it was a great conversation, but...
Like I said, I'd like to get him in for a podcast. So next time he's in Canada, hopefully we'll get him in for a podcast. But it was awesome meeting you, Carlos.
Hey, man.
All right.
Meeting you.
Getting the pre-seminar coffee going here. This is day one of the Shield seminar. We got some nice signs here. All right, guys, we're here for check-in. We're gonna be getting started soon. This is my friend Eileen. She's the one who set all of this up. And so far, very professional event, very nice venue.
Thank you.
And we're gonna get started here soon. Hey, big boy. Wow, I love you too. All right, guys, so I just met my old dog, my son, Onyx. And he attacked me 3 times with the muzzle. He's back to his old ways. He's gonna be the first up for training. We'll see what his owner wants to do, and then we'll see how she goes. Most people wait until the dog's like, "Wah!" and then they're like, no, and then yeah, he will stop, but like, you're missing the initial reaction that the dog has. Remember, if this, then this, right? All right, recall. Pray! Yeah. Very good. Fast walking. Very good, Bodie. Good. Oh, what a cute dog! Reward. Just walk her around. Yeah. Call her. Very good. Excellent. Get this.
That puts me through the ringer. Oh my gosh.
I love this book. This book really speaks dog training.
A miniature 223 round. That's in a pistol. This is what the U.S. Secret Service carries.
Is there one of the?
No, there's not. But it's so light. This fully with 21 rounds in it weighs less than your 9mm or your 45, and there's next to no recoil.
I love this little round. Look at this little round.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I really like that gun. That's a nice gun.
So you can't have pistols in Canada.
Well, we
I never
could
knew
up
that.
until like a few months ago, but like
Yeah.
you couldn't have them anywhere. You couldn't carry them with you. I think we made a lot of progress with a lot of the dogs. There was a lot of dogs with good obedience training, but they didn't have good life training. They didn't know how to just be. Eileen hosted an excellent seminar. She arranged everything. She managed everything. Man, people should hire her just to do seminars, because I think she's probably one of the best seminar arrangers I've ever run into. So anyways, thank you, Eileen. Thanks everyone that came out to the Ocala seminar. We had a great time. We look forward to seeing you all again. Anyways, we got to get back to Canada. We got a lot of work to do there. Guys, you know what? I just want to clarify the Onyx situation because I think a lot of people probably aren't really going to understand. So for those of you wondering, Onyx was my former competition dog. I got that dog at 3.5 years old and I kept him for I think about 2.5 years. We competed together. I trained that dog up to an IGP3. It was a process. I learned a lot. He learned a lot. When he came to me, he was pretty much a savage, out of control dog, kind of like what you just saw. But you guys can go back and look at the videos on YouTube and see all the things that we were doing together. It's all up there. There's no mysteries or make-believe going on. You can go and check the YouTube and see all the things I was doing with Onyx and the kind of relationship I had with him. At about 6 years of age, I decided that Onyx and I were no longer going to compete. I just didn't think I was going to be able to get where I wanted to get with the dog. I knew I had to find him a place to live. So I ended up connecting with Mark. The problem with dogs like Onyx is they're actually very hard to place because he's not going to be friendly right off the hop. He is as you see him there. So yes, when the dog was with me, he was completely under control and we didn't have any problems with him trying to attack people, but that's because I always managed him properly and I also trained him properly. But his default behavior, like who he really is that. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand there are some dogs that are like that. They are that motherfucker. Onyx was that kind of guy. He was the type of dog that instilled fear in people that even knew what they were doing because he was a real one. You know, and I enjoyed training him and I enjoyed having a dog of that caliber and of that power. And Gage, for those of you that don't know, is Onyx's son. So like father, like son. Gage actually, in my opinion, doesn't have the same quality that Onyx has, but Gage is a dog I had from puppy and I was able to imprint him and train him the way I wanted to imprint and train him, which is why I got farther and can get farther with Gage than I could with Onyx. Anyways, to make a long story short, Mark takes the dog. He's had Onyx for 2.5 years. He told me something that it was a little bit, it was cute and sad all at the same time. He's like, man, when he first got here, the first few days, if I was like watching like a video, because I make take-home videos for people that buy dogs from me, just like a personal video for them and for their dog so that they can, know the ins and outs of dealing with that specific dog. And he's like, when I would turn on the video, he'd run behind the TV to see if you were there. And I was like, oh man, that's adorable. But anyways, 2.5 years, right? The dog's been with him, hasn't seen me. I was curious. I didn't know whether the dog was going to recognize me, whether the dog was going to know me or not. Anyways, he brings in Onyx on a muzzle and I'm like, come here, man. And Onyx is already coming in. He's reactive. He's pulling on the leash. Anyways, long story short, he muzzle punches me. There was no recognition in his eyes whatsoever. The second time is what you guys see on video when he brought him in. I was wondering if when he calmed down a little bit, but the dog showed no recognition, So he's the kind of dog, he's a one-man dog, right? He's a one-man dog. All these people, oh, I'm sure he remembers you. That's why he's like that. Listen, if he wanted to get me, he could have got me 1,000 times. He had 1,000 chances to get me when we were together, when he was off leash with me in the woods, when we were, in the car together, when we were in the hotel room together. There were a lot of opportunities for that dog to get me if he wanted to get me. And he never did because we actually did have a good relationship. But people don't understand. A lot of people talk about real ones. They don't really understand what a real one is. And Onyx was and is a real one. I actually enjoyed our reunion. I like seeing the dog in his element, in his primal self, and we got him under control in no time at all. Mark got everything tightened up and we had a good time. I did bite work with Onyx and so that's my little spiel on Onyx and just clarifying that whole situation so you guys understand and know what happened.